Hey guys, welcome back. This is History of Power Rangers Season 3, Episode 40 of my show, but this is about Episode 6 of the Mighty Morphin Alien Rangers mini saga segment. Now, before I start talking about it, since we're on Episode 6 for the Mighty Morphin Alien Rangers segment of Season 3, that means we've got, yeah, because 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we got 5 more videos left. Counting this one, we got 5 more videos left to cover for the third season altogether. But another thing I'm gonna mention, it's getting kind of late as I'm recording this. So what I am going to do is I'll record this tonight and I'll upload it sometime tomorrow. I just wanted to get that out of the way there. But anyway, as I was saying before, this is History of Power Rangers Season 3, Episode 39 of my show. But this is about Episode 6 of Season 3 and Episode 6 in the Mighty Morphin Alien Rangers. This is about Episode 6 in the Mighty Morphin Alien Rangers mini saga segment, and Episode 6 is known as Attack of the 60-Foot Bulk. Now, the reason why it's called that is because the young version of Bulk's gonna be turned into a monster. I'll explain what the monster is when I get to that part. I just wanted to bring it up. I just wanted to mention why the episode was called that. And anyway, basically, the way this episode first starts off is the Billy and the young versions of the Rangers, because still by this point, the rest of the Rangers, aside from Billy, still at this point are still in their child form. They're at a water park, and the others are basically while they're enjoying the water park and stuff, basically, Bulk and Skull in their child forms, basically try to pass through the line, but after encountering a lifeguard, they go back to it, and then, I just wanted to get that part of the way since, like I said, the child version of Bulk's gonna play a hand in the monster being created. But anyway, I'll mention that again later, but I just wanted to bring it up now just so, before I forgot. Anyway, the young Rangers are trying to get Billy to contact Zordon so he can have them check on the well-being of the alien Rangers. And after some prodding from them, he decides to contact them with his sort of makeshift communicator that's like a mirror sort of thing. So he contacts Zordon in the command center, and then basically, Billy tells Zordon that the other Rangers are wondering how the alien Rangers are doing, and then basically, he tells them to hold on a minute because he'll contact them on Aquitar to find out, and then basically, that's when Zordon contacts the Aquitian Rangers at this point, and basically, Zordon tells Delphine that the Earth Rangers are wondering if they're okay, and then Delphine explains that they are, and they should be back to defend their planet if it comes under crisis. And then Zordon says that's good news, and then basically, after that, Zordon contacts Billy again, and then he tells them the good news that, oh crud. He tells them the good news I shouldn't. Hold on, hold on. I should have known. I forgot Gerald was gonna call. Hey. Hey, Gerald. Look. How you doing today, bud? Okay, look, I'm recording a video right now, and after I record it, I'm gonna go to bed, so I can't talk to you much today, but I'll talk to you a bit more tomorrow, okay? I'm sorry about this. I forgot you call your once a day every time to talk to me for a bit. I don't mean to say this, to be mean or anything. I'm just trying to let you know that after I'm recording the video, I'm gonna go to bed and stuff. So I'll talk to you a bit more tomorrow, okay? For a bit longer tomorrow. Until then, stay safe, Gerald, okay? Bye. Okay, again, sorry about that, guys. If you heard that stuff in the video, I completely apologize for that. A friend of mine, he calls here once a day to talk to me, and Gerald, I mentioned this before in a couple of my other videos, but I just wanted to get that out of the way there. So if you heard that in the video, I completely apologize. And, basically, now getting back into what I was saying with the, episode, after Bulk and Skull get scared off by, the lifeguard, the attendant at the at the water park, for telling them to get back in line, and basically, and after the Rangers find out that, Zordon finds out that the alien Ranger's okay, he contacts Billy again on his communicator and tells him that they're okay, and that basically he needs to make sure that the Rangers have some fun to calm down, because their minds are still as children because of the time reversal. So that's why they were worried, and so they should use this time at the swimming pool at the water park to calm down, and then basically then they get back to playing on the water park, and then basically that's when Bulk and Skull, after getting annoyed with getting booted out of the line and stuff, start to get a little annoyed. And now this is gonna lead into I just mentioned Bulk and Skull here because it's gonna lead into what's gonna happen with Rita and Zed. Now basically, now I'm gonna get into the segment with Rita and Zed here. Basically, Rita and Zed are wondering what monster they should use to destroy the Rangers this time, and then Zed figures that they should do a plan, so they decide to do something similar to what Rita did in the main segment of season 3 with the Krabby Cabby monster, except in this case they're gonna they're gonna do something similar to what Rito did, technically accidentally, in the Wizard for a Day episode in season 3, where he accidentally, except in this case they're turning one of the humans there into a monster intentionally, not accidentally. Oh my god, I'm sorry, I just had to reference that video I did for the main segment of season 3 because the storyline of this episode is sort of similar to it. But Zed tells Rita that one of those children looks really nasty. Let's just wait and see how nasty he is, and then we'll turn him into the monster. And then basically what happens is, when the young rangers are in the water park on the water slide, Bulk and Skull, who are still kids at this point, they try to get, because they got frustrated that they got pushed out of the line, and so they basically take their frustration out on the young rangers by throwing these pool-based objects, like flotation devices of sorts, down on them. And after they do that, and after the young rangers see that happen, they realize that it's pretty reckless, and then someone could get hurt, and then they tell Billy about it, and then Billy goes to talk with them, and that's when basically, after seeing that, Rita and Zed figured that the young version of Bulk would make a fine monster, so they basically use Zed's staff to transform him into the monster, and right before he gets transformed into the monster, he's arguing with the adult version of Billy because he's trying to talk to him that what he did was reckless and dangerous. But then the young version of Bulk says that he does what he wants, and then that's when Rita and Zed's magic hits him, turning him into the monster. Now, the monster that he's turned into is known as the Brat Boy monster. Now, the appearance of him is basically sort of the smaller bit of a monster equivalent of Bulk with joysticks in the feet and a white skull with a red sort of bandana things in the middle and some kind of weird, like, long tongue. Ooh. It's really gross. And I should just mention this. This episode is actually sort of similar to some of the other ones where, instead of destroying the monster, they used a non-lethal method besides destroying it. Now, what I mean is, because of the fact that this episode is actually sort of similar to the final face-off episode in the main segment of season 3, where, as with the face stealer monster, they didn't actually destroy it, they just trapped it back in the urn. Now, I'm mentioning that because of the fact that what's gonna happen later on, but I just wanted to get that out of the way there. When Rita and Zed transform Bulk into the Brat Boy monster, basically what happens is, that's when Zordon and Alpha manage to contact the alien rangers on their world, and then basically Delphine tells Zordon that they're fully rehydrated and ready to defend their planet, the planet Earth. And so they morph to their ranger forms, basically, and then head to Earth in order to assist the Rangers in dealing with the Brat Boy monster, because the others can't, because their powers have been sort of neutralized, except for Billy, because he's turned back into his original age. Basically, what happens is after that, when the Alien Rangers show up on the planet. Basically what happens is they start fighting the Brat Boy monster, and then after that, Delphine says that she tells Brat, because basically one of them mentions that they gotta lead the monster away from the place where the children are so that they don't get hurt in the crossfire. And Delphine basically agrees with one of the other ones. I think it was, I can't remember which of the male rangers it was, but after she agrees with them, she tells Brat Boy, is he up for a game of chase? And then basically what happens is he starts chasing after them, and then basically after getting to a point in it, he tells them that they play this game his way or no way, and then basically he stomps on the ground, and then basically what happens is after that, Rita and Zed then try to take control of the Brat Boy again after fighting it, but the Brat Boy well, first they make the Brat Boy monster grow, and then the Alien Rangers then summon their battle Borgs in order to fight the Brat Boy monster, but it doesn't work, so they but while they're fighting it, the young versions of the Rangers and Skull are trying to convince the inside version of Bulk that's still Bulk that was turned into Brat Boy to stop fighting them because they're his friends, and then Brat Boy says that he doesn't have any friends, and then the Rangers manage to defeat Brat Boy not by destroying him but by turning him back into his original form. And then basically when he's turned back into his original form, I guess he doesn't retain his memories from when he was turned back, from when he was turned into the monster. So when Skull tells him that, he said that he's crazy, and then basically that's when that's when Rita and Zed get upset that they lost again, and then basically that's when Zordon contacts the Rangers and tells them to teleport to the command center because he's got good news for them and how to regain their powers and restore them to their rightful ages. And basically, it's as I stated in this in the character bio video for this segment of the season. The main Rangers will be going on, aside from Billy, will be going on quests to recover their pieces of the Zeo Crystal that they sent through that time vortex to different points in time in order to keep it from Master Vile. So, basically after that, when they're back in the command center, Zordon is explaining to them the mission, and then Billy is telling him that he should be the one to go since he's the only one that's returned to his rightful age. But Zordon tells him that he can't because the Zeo Crystal, each segment, pieces of the Zeo Crystal are connected to the ones of the Rangers that sent it through the time portal, and it won't affect him if he goes because he's already turned back to his original age. So the other 5 of the 6 Rangers are willing to go on the quest, and then Zordon tries to make sure that they are, and then after they say that they are ready, and then basically that's when Zordon tells them that very well, let the Zeo Crystal quest begin. And then that's basically where this episode stops. So if you guys like this video when I post it, I'm probably going to post it tomorrow. So if you guys like this video when I post it tomorrow, just please give this video the real best you guys can. And I will see you guys probably sometime next time for the next video. But until then, guys, like I always tell you with this series, may the power protect you always.